Are you holding your pencil wrong? Maybe you are, but maybe you aren't. Let me explain what I mean. But before I do that, if you're interested in creating wall-worthy art in 6 months, comment happy below and I'll send you the link to my coaching program, Happy Artist. So are you holding your pencil wrong? Is there a right way or is there a wrong way? I hold my pencil like this. This is called the tripod method, and this is the way I've always held my pencil. But a lot of people will hold their pencil a little bit differently. I've seen so many different ways. So I've seen people hold their pencil with their thumb up. I've seen people tuck their thumb actually underneath, like this. I have seen all the fingers on the pencil themselves. I have had students come into the studio and hold their pencil in such awkward looking positions that I'm shocked at how well they can draw. I've had one that goes like this and draws like this. I had another that actually holds her pencil like this. So it's just crazy the different positions that people hold their pencil. So is there a right and a wrong way to hold your pencil? Should it be the tripod grip? Can you hold your thumb up like this? Can you tuck your thumb under? Can you put all your fingers on your pencil like this? Is there a right and a wrong way to do it? We have that question. Then we also have, where should you hold your pencil? Should you hold it clear down here? Should you hold it in the middle? Should you hold it on the far end? So we have the position of the pencil, and we also have how tight we're holding onto the pencil. So as you're holding your pencil, think about all these different things. If I'm holding my pencil like this and I look down on my hand and I can see a white knuckle right here, then I know I'm holding my pencil too tight, and that is the wrong way. You want to loosen your grip so that you don't have that tight white knuckle feeling, because your hand will get tired way too soon. So loosen your grip. It may not be the grip, it might just be how tight you're holding onto it. So where's the best place to hold your pencil? Whether I'm holding it like this or like this, should I hold it down here or up here? Well, the answer is it depends on what you're doing. If you're drawing light and loose, you're going to hold it differently than if you're trying to draw tiny, small details and darker lines. So let me explain how I decide the way I want to hold my pencil. For example, if I wanted to draw this ear, I'm going to draw the very basic shapes first. I teach my students to start with a shape and then change the shape into an object. So to start with, to get that shape in, you're going to want to draw light and loose. So this is where I'm going to hold my pencil on the far end, and I can extend my finger out if I want, and I'm going to just get a basic shape, which the basic shape is an oval. It's probably kind of light, so it's a little harder to see. But this is how I hold my pencil to get those light, loose lines. So now that I have the basic shape here and I've done it light and loose, I'm going to change my pencil position. I'm going to slide it further down on the pencil, and I'm going to do what we call step 2 in our Sketch 1, 2, 3 program, and that is to change the shape into an object. And to do that, because I've slid my hand further down, I have a little bit more control. So I can look at the ear here, and I'm just going to start drawing, and I'm going to make adjustments to get this ear the way I want it to be. And you can see I'm drawing a little bit darker, but I have a little more control because of the position that I have on the pencil here. So holding my pencil like this in the top edge is probably the position I hold it for the very longest. If you tend to hold your pencil without your thumb on it, that's okay too, but keep it at the top end so that you're keeping it light and loose. And you're going to start building up your shapes. So as I do this, I still keep it light and loose, but I'm holding it at the top end just to make sure I get everything in. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to slide my fingers further down on the pencil, and I'm going to change the position a little bit. I'm going to change it from this position to this other finger, because what I like to do is I like to make sure that I'm not creating what's called a writer's bump. A writer's bump is a bump on your finger. Let me show you mine right here. And it's a hard bump. If you look on your hand, you may have one. And if you use the exact same position all the time, it might be red and it might be bigger and harder. But because I change my position a lot, mine doesn't tend to be hardly noticeable anymore. So now that I'm holding my pencil a little bit further down, I'm going to do what we call in Sketch 1, 2, 3, Step 3, and that is to define and add detail. So I can start defining this. I can shade it, get some value in. I can do some darker lines and some detail. So I'm holding it further down, and I'm going to go ahead and press a little bit harder, and I'm going to do a little bit of shading. And I'm doing dark shading here, but I want the shading to gradually get lighter and lighter. And notice how I change my position as I shade. I'm going to slide my fingers further back on the pencil again, and I'm going to start doing what we call the scumble stroke. And I'm going to do little tiny circular lines. And this time, instead of pencil pressure, I'm actually using layers. So I'm building it up. And what I want to do is I want the value to slightly change without there being a band where the change is noticeable. So I lighten my pressure, and if I want to lighten it really light, I will hold it like this and extend my baby finger and get it light. And I'll let it just dissipate so that you cannot see a hard edge where it ends. Now maybe I want to add some dark lines, say like we have here, some hard Y's and some thin and thick lines. I'm going to slide my finger further down on the pencil, and I'm going to press harder, and I'm going to flick my wrist. And that's how I'm going to get those harder lines. One thing that I do when I'm drawing for a long time, I do a lot of portrait drawing, and when I do portrait drawing, my hand gets tired. Even though I watch to make sure I don't have the white knuckle grip, my hand still gets tired. So when I'm drawing, especially when I'm doing a lot of shading, I'll put my pencil right in between these two fingers, and by doing this, I don't have to use my muscles to hold the pencil in place. I could actually let go and my pencil will stay there. So I'm just lightly holding it. And that helps me be able to do a lot of shading without my hand getting tired. So you can hold your pencil like this. If you're drawing on an easel, you might do the overhand where you put your hand over the top and you hold your pencil like this. You can extend your finger if you want to balance yourself. I've had students hold their pencil like this, but turn it slightly so it's coming out from the side of their hand, and they're using the side of the lead instead of the tip. So they're keeping it light and sketchy that way. So when it comes down to it, holding your pencil in the way that helps you get the result that you want is the right way to hold your pencil. If you're interested in learning how to create accurate drawings, comment happy below and I'll send you the link to my coaching program, Happy Artist. I hope that helps.